You leave me on red, babe, but I still get the message. Instead of a line, it's just three dots, but I can connect them. And if it ain't right, babe, you know I respect it.
Imagine this. The golden hues of sunset kissing the skyline, the quiet hum of a city winding down, and then silence. Not awkward silence. Not boring silence. The kind of silence that wraps around you like a warm blanket right before something extraordinary happens. And just when you least expect it, a familiar voice slices through the hush, unfiltered, unaccompanied, vulnerable. It's Justin Bieber standing barefoot on a rooftop, lit only by the fading light of day and the awe of his fans. No autotune, no beat drop. Just Justin and a hauntingly emotional a cappella performance of Daisies, a song that no one saw coming. A song from an album no one was ready for. A song that proved once again, Bieber's voice doesn't need dressing up to be devastatingly powerful. Please don't forget to subscribe and like this video. It is free and help us bring you enjoyable content. And of course, watch till the end. This isn't just another celebrity surprise. This is a moment, a cultural shift, a heart punch in music form. And if you think you know what Bieber is about in 2025, think again. We've all seen rooftop performances before. The classic, artists bathed in dramatic light, helicopters buzzing overhead, dramatic lens flares doing the most. But this was different. There were no flashy pyrotechnics, no hype men, not even a loop pedal. Instead, fans who thought they were attending a private rooftop listening party were treated to something more sacred. Justin Bieber stepping out with just a mic, no background vocals, no beats, just himself. The backdrop? The sun dipping behind the buildings of downtown LA. The air? Electric. The vibe? Straight out of a movie you wish you could live in. And just before he sang, he said one thing: this one's for anyone who's ever bloomed through concrete. Wait, what? Is this the same Bieber who once egged his neighbor's house? How did we get from there to here? Let's unpack that. But first, what is Daisies? And why does it feel like the spiritual cousin to Adele's Someone Like You and Frank Ocean's Godspeed? At first glance, Daisies sounds like it should be soft, cute, harmless. But when Justin opens his mouth and begins that first line, they said I'd break, but I bent just right, you feel it. It's not a song. It's a diary entry that bled onto a melody. The lyrics dig into themes of resilience, vulnerability, and beauty sprouting from pain. And performed a cappella? Every word hits like a freight train wrapped in poetry. There's something about hearing someone's voice crack with emotion that no instrument can replicate. This isn't just performance, it's testimony. Fun fact, the phrase daisies growing through concrete isn't new. But Bieber owning it like he's the daisy? That's a plot twist we didn't know we needed. But where did this emotional rawness come from? What changed? Is this a new Justin or the real Justin finally coming through? Let's rewind for a second. Remember the bowl cut? The purple hoodie? The Never Say Never era when Bieber was the king of teen pop and viral hair flips? Fast forward through the tabloid years, the tattoos, the on-again off-again headlines, and somewhere along the way, he grew up. Not just in age, but in depth. Swag, his latest album, is a tongue-in-cheek title for a body of work that's deeply self-aware. Ironically, the least swaggy song on the album might be the most important one. Daisies. It's stripped down, honest, almost painfully so. And that rooftop performance? It wasn't a PR stunt. It was a statement. A quiet, gut-punching reminder that Bieber's not just a pop star. He's a survivor. A storyteller. A man learning how to sing from scars, not just stages. But what does that look like in real life? What happens after the mic drops? There's a moment, about halfway through the song, where Justin closes his eyes, and you can see it. He's not singing for fans. He's singing for the younger version of himself. The one who spiraled. The one who doubted. The one who almost quit. That's what made this performance viral. It wasn't perfect. His voice cracked. He missed a note. But no one cared. Actually, those flaws made it perfect. Because when's the last time we saw an artist not care about being polished? Think about it. In a world of filters, AI-generated vocals, and overproduced everything, what's the one thing people crave? Real. That's what Justin delivered. And that's what left fans sobbing on that rooftop, posting shaky iPhone clips with captions like, "This saved my life today," and "I've never seen him like this before." But let's not get too teary-eyed yet, because what happened after the performance might be even more revealing. No fireworks. No big finale. Justin just walked off, gave a soft smile, a nod, and disappeared behind a rooftop door like some emotional ninja. The crowd stood still, silent. Some hugged, others cried. One person dropped their matcha and didn't even notice. It's rare to witness a moment that doesn't just entertain, but transforms. That rooftop became sacred ground for everyone there. And when those videos hit the internet, they exploded. Millions of views. Reactions from artists, critics, and fans alike. Even longtime skeptics posted, "Okay, Bieber did that." So why did this performance resonate so deeply? Because vulnerability is the new power move. And Justin Bieber just set the gold standard. You don't need a rooftop, or a mic, or a killer falsetto. What Justin modeled in that moment was something we can all aspire to, showing up honestly. In a world that rewards noise, he chose silence. Where others flex, he felt. And in doing so, he reminded everyone that real blooming requires roots in pain. So whether you're an artist, a parent, a barista, or just someone figuring it out day by day, what's your Daisies moment? What truth are you scared to sing out loud? Because here's the kicker, you don't have to be perfect to be powerful. You just have to be real. Let's up for a sec. Justin's performance might look like a beautiful outlier, but it might actually be the beginning of something bigger. Music trends are shifting. People are tired of overproduction, lip-syncing, concerts that feel like pre-recorded commercials. The pendulum is swinging back toward authenticity. And you know what delivers authenticity on a silver platter? A cappella. Stripped-down vocals are having a moment. TikTok creators, indie artists, even big names like Billie Eilish and Ed Sheeran are leaning into raw acoustic drops. Justin's rooftop moment didn't just steal hearts, it lit a signal fire. And now the question is, who's brave enough to follow? It's easy to judge celebrities from headlines. He's changed. He's too religious. He's trying too hard to be deep. But maybe, just maybe, this version of Bieber is the most him he's ever been. The man who stood on that rooftop wasn't performing. He was confessing, offering a piece of his soul with every note. And that kind of artistic courage? It doesn't come from fame. It comes from healing. Maybe swag isn't just about style. Maybe it stands for still working at growth. Okay, that's a stretch. But you get the idea. Justin Bieber didn't just drop a surprise song. He dropped the walls. And in doing so, reminded us what art should do, connect. It started with silence. It ended with a viral storm. In a time when artists are defined by streams, trends, and hot takes, Justin Bieber chose to step away from it all, to just sing. And that bravery? That simplicity? That realness? It might just be his greatest masterpiece yet. So next time you feel overwhelmed, performative, or out of touch with your own story, remember the rooftop. Remember the sunset. Remember the voice that cracked on purpose. Because in a world that rewards loud, sometimes the softest note changes everything. Rocket your turn. What's your Daisies moment? Now that you've felt it, what will you do with it? What truth have you been holding back, waiting for the perfect moment to release? Maybe it's a conversation, a dream, a creation. Maybe it's just admitting that you're not okay. Whatever it is, sing it. Even if your voice shakes. Even if no one's watching. Even if the only audience is the sunset and a rooftop. Drop your thoughts below. Share your Daisies moment. Or just let this article sit with you like a quiet song you replay when no one's around. And if this resonated, send it to someone who needs to remember. It's okay to grow through concrete.